Painting is my least favorite work. Yeah, it took so long, all the sanding, prepping, painting, cleaning, again sanding. Oh, I'll give this to somebody, to a professional next time. So basically I stripped all the paint from all these parts, mostly because all of this was quite rusted. All the around radiator, fan shroud, all that stuff. I had a bunch of rust on the surface that was painted over. So here I'm just going with a special primer that converts rust. Before that I wiped everything down with acetone to get rid of all the oils and other crap that I've been using to clean them off. So priming, then we're gonna also spray with the rattle can black paint. And I set up just a corner in the garage. It's winter time, cold, and I'm using what's called chassis and roll cage paint. Just bought a whole case on Amazon, and in the end ended up using pretty much the whole case. So here you see me going after all the little parts that mount the engine to the frame and the radiator surrounds right up in the front. Next is the Swingarm, all the linkages for the brakes, the center stand, I think the kickstand, and a couple other small pieces. Oh yeah, and the piece of the frame that comes out to take the engine out. Well, in my case I just pulled the frame off the engine when I disassembled this bike. I left the bearings and the seals in the swing arm. The previous owner who tried to restore put in new seals and new bearings in there, so I didn't want to mess it all up taking them out, so just taped everything over. And I think next to last is the actual frame. This took a while to get cleaned, sanded, and now I'm just wiping it down with the acetone, and I'm gonna paint it. So this frame is very intricate. I left all the tabs and everything in there. I think I'm gonna build close to a standard looking Goldwing. Maybe change just the handlebars and what goes on top of them. I'm thinking about building the actual digital dash for it. I've been playing with it for a little while now, kind of laying out everything Arduino based, so stay tuned for that. Now we're just painting. I think I had to go like 3 coats and even flip I flipped the whole frame around to get to parts that are really hard to get to. Yeah, you see my ghetto setup. One side of this bar clamp that I use for woodworking is hanging off the garage door opener track, and the other end is on the little ladder. Yeah, this frame is way too low, lighting is way too crappy. I had a lot of missed spots after the first one, but again, 3 different coats and it looks half decent in the end. So last couple of pieces to get painted is the radiator and the radiator cover, whatever that mesh thing is. So I wanted to kind of black out the radiator because it's silver. I don't know if that's how it was from the factory or somebody recorded. Anyhow, and the cover is blue on the other side, as you can see. So I just blacking everything out. Yeah, the radiator couple corners were a little rusty, but I cleaned all that up. So here you go, the blacking out the core, basically just touching up the surround also a little bit. And the radiator also took two coats to get into little nooks and crannies, and this mesh too. I had to take a second coat. Yeah, it's really hard to paint, mostly air. And this is the finished product, all the little bits and pieces painted. Oh yeah, I painted the tank also. Wonder where that video is. Maybe I'll find it. So here it is. Now back to the assembly.